you for joining me. I appreciate you being here. Okay, so today I'm going to be interviewing Kings and Dreams. My special guest, this brother has a channel that I really like. I actually discovered his channel watching Razor Ray. Shout out to Razor Ray's brother. How are you doing, bro? I appreciate you. So I discovered Kings and Dreams channel, and this brother has a good channel. So guys, my subscribers, I want my subscribers to go to his channel, check him out. The brother has a good channel. I like it. What I like the most about it is that he's like calm, laid back, smooth, and he's a good interviewer. He reminds me of the old days of a Johnny Carson and Arsenio Hall. So I had to get him on there. He seems like a really cool brother. I'm sure he is. And I'm actually waiting for him. He just sent me a message saying that he's coming. So guys, stay with me. Check out his channel, Kings and Dreams. Let me see if I could. Let me not mess with it too much. Me and technology just. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. But I'm sure he's going to be popping up soon. I know I've been away for a while, and you guys know I've moved into a new place, so I've been like really busy focusing on hooking up my place. Oh, the brother's here. He's here. All right. So let me stop talking and bring on Kings and Dreams. What's up, bro, man? How you doing, man? Thank you for being here with me.
What is going on, man? What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Good, man. I was getting a little worried because I said, nah, man, I'm sure he's going to be coming on Japanese time, not CP time. He doesn't seem like to be that type. But,
No, man. No.
but let me say real quick. When I'm on Razor Race, I always try to support all the brothers. I try my best. And I saw the name Kings in Dreams. Is that right? Am I pronouncing that right?
That's correct.
Yeah. I love that. I love
Thank
that
you, man.
name. It's real cool. And then when I started watching your channel, right, what I really like, and for me, I always just like, I know when I can connect with someone right away, like when I listen to them and I
Yeah.
watch them, I'll be like, yo, that's when I know this is someone I watch or someone I want to follow. And
Yeah.
just the way you was interviewing and the way you was listening, it kind of reminded me of the days of a Johnny Carson, how Johnny Carson just be sitting there and he's just really listening.
Yeah.
Because you know that Malcolm X once says, it's important to know how to express yourself and to speak well, but it's also important to know how to listen. That's just
Right.
as important. So when
Yeah.
I saw you, and the way you just really were listening to people, I was like, okay, man, this brother's cool. I gotta hook up his channel. I gotta follow him.
Thank you. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Yeah. I mean, well, one of the things is when I started my YouTube channel, and I started my YouTube channel back in July of last year. So when I first started it, and I was kind of doing, putting out videos periodically, maybe, kind of like once a month, maybe once every 4 to 6 weeks.
Right.
And so it was really around like the end of December, the beginning of January of 2022 of this year, where like I kind of said to myself, all right, if I'm gonna do this YouTube thing, I have to be more consistent and really put in that work for real. And
Right.
um, one of the things for me is that, like, you can always in order to have a great conversation, you yes, you have to make sure that you are articulating yourself, but you also have to make sure that you're listening, and listening intently, and listening and understanding what the people or what the person or persons rather that you're
Mhm.
speaking to what they're saying and kind of, understand what they're saying, because sometimes somebody could say something to you and it may fly over your head. So you want to
Right.
listen intently and really understand exactly what's being communicated to you.
No, I agree with you. I agree
Yeah.
with you 100%. So, can you tell us a little bit, my subscribers, a little bit more about yourself? Because I've seen you talk about that on
Yeah.
other channels, but for my
Absolutely.
subscribers who haven't.
Absolutely. Before I get started, I just wanted to shout out Felicia Jordan, que lo que. Yes, que lo que, Felicia. So about me, my name is KingzNDreamz, and I started my page July of last year, as I had mentioned.
Mhm.
So a little bit about me is that how I actually got into YouTube. One of my best friends that I went to high school with, he goes by the name the Flyboy Way.
Yeah, I follow Flyboy. Yeah, I know the Flyboy.
Right.
I
So
follow.
yeah, so he actually got me into the YouTube space. And for those of you all who don't know me, um, so I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, born and raised. Uh, right now, I currently reside in Massachusetts, so I'm actually not too far from you.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I remember hearing you say that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm actually not too far from you. And growing up, one of the things that I actually did, one of the things that I actually grew up doing, I would throw like events, like parties,
Oh,
um, host host shows where live artists would perform. I've managed recording artists, and so I've been kind of doing all of these things since I was 14 years old. So
wow.
yeah, so putting together events, marketing, uh investing in events, as I got older, not when I'm 14, right? But
Right.
as I as
Yeah.
I got older,
Right.
investing in things like that. So I've worked with a lot of mainstream artists. I've worked with local artists, and so I've built, I've built that rapport with those artists, for a while. So now I still dabble in that from time
Mhm.
to time. But right now I work, right now I work for a biotech company, and so that's what I'm doing right now, and my YouTube channel, and I'm growing it.
Good. Yeah, I see the numbers up there, and I also seen you on TMD. That's my man there. I
Yeah.
Instagram him a lot and stuff. We never had a chance to really talk. I mean, he sent me messages and I sent him messages. And
Hmm.
at some point, I gotta try to get on his channel. But I like him too, man. He's a cool brother. And one thing
Yeah.
I want to say also, though, which is funny, for me, this is like because me growing up in Boston and a lot of New Yorkers, there's some New Yorkers I just can't get along with, and then there's some that I can't get along with. So it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
funny. Sometimes people say New York, I be like, oh man, New Yorker. And then there's something that's so cool, and then there's something
Yeah.
I just cannot get along with.
Yeah.
So that's like one time I'd be making jokes to Razor Rays and a few other people. I'd be like, oh man, New Yorker. My other boy, I met someone else the last time I was in Medellin from New York. He said he's from New
Mhm.
York. I said, oh, but we just hit it off right away. So it's kind
Yeah.
of strange. That's very
Yeah.
strange.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I would say with New Yorkers, most of us are pretty likable guys. Especially like if you're from the Northeast.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, we're pretty likable guys, and then you do may have like those rambunctious New Yorkers, like you can't everything New York, it's like New York or else, son, New
Yeah,
York
yeah,
or else.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like all
No, no,
right,
you're right. You hit it. You hit it right on the head. Yeah,
right.
because I remember when I lived in D.C. and I heard some dudes talking about this from New York. I was like, oh. And then they was like, yeah, where you from? I'm from Boston. And then they was showing me love. They was buying me drinks. I said, nah, man. And they said, yeah, come on, man, let's buy you some drink. So yeah,
Yeah.
there are some good New York brothers. And then there's some, they be like, oh, New York, I forget. I'd be like, man, they gotta be like that, man.
Right,
So
right, right.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
So yeah, absolutely.
I think your channel is gonna take off. I've seen a lot of your interviews. You had one, I think it was called First Date. First Date. I can't remember. I was just trying to remember the title.
It's first. So I was on a big boss's channel, and before we get into that, you had mentioned TMD, man. Shout out to Taylor Made Dreams. So
Yeah, shout out to him.
yeah, so I actually just found out that Taylor Made Dreams is from Brooklyn as well. So
Yes.
so so so
Yeah.
Razor
Yeah.
Rays myself, Razor Rays myself, TMD. I'm trying to think who else is from New York. Flies from Newark.
From New Jersey, right?
I went to high school with Fly Boy.
Mhm.
But yeah, Newark, Brooklyn. It's almost one and the same, man. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you go to people don't sleep on Boston because you got Roxbury, Dorchester, Mattapan. They
Brother.
yeah they yeah it's a little yeah it-
Yeah.
it's rough. It's rough.
Well,
Lynn, yeah. So I know I know about Boston, but so to kind of move forward, so the interview that you're talking about, I was on Big Boss's channel, and so it's first place. I titled it "First Place Dinners, Last Place Losers."
yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the concepts that we were talking about was that um, how men what they try to do is like sometimes on the first date they try to overly impress the woman that they're with
Right.
without really getting to know her, and then without that woman really earning that position. So
Exactly.
for an example, like if I meet a woman and I ask her out on a date, the first date usually I'm gonna do something that's kind of casual, that's not gonna be too expensive. Whether I can afford it or not doesn't matter. It's just a matter of that we're still getting to know each other, and so maybe a nice quiet restaurant. We sit down, maybe have a couple of drinks, or she doesn't drink, maybe we meet for coffee or tea, or something simple. But what I'm saying is that the first date, it shouldn't be like Fogo de Chao. It shouldn't be where you bring it to a 4 or 5 star restaurant, and you're dressing up in a tuxedo. It's like, whoa, pump the
Yeah.
brake. You
Right.
don't know her yet. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
you wanna build to that. And then also, the more that you know this woman, the more that you like her, and let's say you guys get into a relationship, marriage, and things of that sort. Like, then that's when you could kind of build into those type of dates. But that's because at that point she's earned it. If she hasn't earned it, then why would you put yourself in that position? So
Right.
this is the reason why I say first place dinners, and then last place losers. See, there's a
Right.
one and then there's an L.
Right.
Yeah.
No, no, no. That's a good one. I agree with that 100%. Um, when I go on a date, I like simple. If a chick starts telling me where she wants to go and it's an expensive place, I know she's got to go. It's
Mm-hmm.
got. I'm taking you. So this is where I want to take. And I
Right.
hate if you even take them to a place and then they got to get that most expensive thing on that list. I'm gonna ask, oh, okay, okay,
Right. Yep. Yeah.
you got to go and stuff. But
Yeah.
no,
Absolutely.
I,
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
agree with you on that.
Yeah. You definitely want to pay attention to those things, man. Because like I was reading this article, and it was on I think it wasn't on Reddit. No, it was on the New York Post. It was on the New York Post, and this was back in the summer. I have to pull up this article, man. I have to pull up this article. But it was on the New York Post, and basically what it had said was that like um there are women, maybe about a good 20 to 25% of women will get on dating apps to get free meals. And I mentioned this on Big Boss channel too. So shout out to Big Boss. But I gotta show that article. And when I read the article, I was floored, but I was like, you know what? It's I was floored, but I was like, I believe it. I believe it. Because
Yes.
yeah, because the thing about it is that when you are not properly vetting these women, and then you're taking them to these super nice restaurants, and then and they're getting these meals and things like that, like and a lot, there's a majority of these women that can't even afford it. So it's like, so that's why they usually go to the top of the menu, where it's like, oh, like I want the filet mignon, I want the I want the surf and turf, I want the you know I want the tomahawk steak, or well,
Yeah.
tomahawk steak, nah, that's too big for a woman, but you get what I'm saying. Like it's like they want the nice, like, expensive things on the menu. So you just really, really got to be careful on what you're doing. That's why I just like to say the first couple of dates, you make it simple, you kind of fill her out. And then also, like, you want to engage in the conversation, the first date, to kind of, figure out, okay, what type of woman am I dealing with, and also she's sizing you up as well. So
Yes, she
yeah,
is for
yeah.
sure. She's for sure. I made a video, not to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I can't remember what it was when I lived in Ohio, and I was at this Marriott hotel, real nice hotel, and it was black night, and everybody came out. So I was normally I don't buy drinks for female. At the time, I was still married too, but I was checking this babe out. She was gorgeous, and I
Hmm.
don't spend money on young ladies, but we danced, and she was bad. We danced like a lot of songs. So I was kind of feeling bad because she was sweating. So I was like, yo, you want a
she,
drink?
she earned that
Usually
drink.
I don't feel, usually I don't. I just like, once I dance with them and talk, I just leave. But I just felt bad. She was gorgeous. She was
Man,
real
she couldn't get a Gatorade, bro.
quick. But check this out. It was so messed up. She ordered
Yeah,
this expensive drink, right?
yeah.
And I was like, yo, I didn't pay no mind. And then her sister came over, and then I heard her say, like, I finally got it, that drink I always wanted. And I was like, what?
Oh,
You got that
yeah.
drink on me?
Right. Yeah.
She always wanted. I was like, and then and what was messed up, I was trying to crack on her for a telephone number. She was like, oh, I'm not looking. I was like, oh, really?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Really? You didn't say that. Why you say it before the drink?
Yeah.
She looked
That's the
at me.
finesse, man. That's the
Yeah,
finesse, man.
I was like, okay, I gotta remember. I don't buy drinks and stuff.
Right.
I'll just
Yeah.
stand there and talk to you.
Yep. Absolutely, man. Yeah, that's the finesse, man. But no matter where us men are in the world, whether we are a thousandaires, 100,000aires,
Yeah,
millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires, and somehow, some way, we have all been finessed,
you're right.
all been
Exactly.
finessed, and, and one of the things on my channel, I always say, like, men just be aware, and just make sure that you're on point. But at least now, moving further, like, don't matter
Yeah.
like how much she's sweating, you better get a Powerade or Gatorade. You,
Yeah.
you yeah,
Uh,
you're not getting that Louis the 13 drink or something.
no,
No.
no, no, no. For real, seriously, I don't. I usually don't, man. I just dance with them and I just break. But I'm like,
Yeah.
I got a good heart. Sometimes I'll be like, yo, so what do you want to drink and stuff? And she got that expensive drink. I was like, okay, well, I haven't spent it. I got to
Yeah.
take that as a lesson because I usually don't spend money on women and stuff in the clubs. So I
Yeah.
just took that as a lesson and said, from
Right.
now on, I just don't. I don't do it and stuff. So
Right.
tell me, traveling, what countries have you been to?
All right. I just came back from Colombia.
Yes.
Just came back from Colombia. I'm actually going back. I'm actually going back in a little over a month. So May 9th, I'll actually be back in Colombia.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
man.
So Colombia, Jamaica. Um, oh my gosh, I always get put on the spot, and I always forget like a country or two.
No, 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 no. That's
Dominican
okay.
Republic, Dominican Republic. Um, let's see. Um, Bermuda.
Okay, I
Um,
haven't been to Bermuda.
let's see. My gosh.
Mexico. You've been to Mexico, haven't
Mexico, thank you. Yes, jog my memory.
you?
Mexico, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so let me start this all over. I'm only 37 years old. I should not be losing my memory like this.
Yeah.
So okay, so Colombia, DR, Mexico, Bermuda, Jamaica. So that's five. Um, now I don't know if this counts, but like I don't know if the Bahamas counts. I don't know if
Yeah,
that.
it's out of the Matrix and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
out of the Matrix, yeah.
So the Bahamas, Bahamas is six. Costa
Oh, Costa
Rica.
Rica.
Yeah. So yeah,
Good. Oh, so you've been to quite a few places.
I've been quite a few places. What's on my list? So this August, I'm gonna go to Brazil. Gonna go to Rio de Janeiro, then I'm gonna go to Sao Paulo,
Hmm.
and then I'm gonna try to maybe get a few places in before then.
Yeah.
Another country, one of my friends, he's not a content creator, but I was talking to him offline, and his birthday's in August, and like we were also talking about Peru. I don't know if a lot of people have been to Peru. Like I
Yeah.
hear the Brazils, I hear the Colombia, I hear
Yeah.
the DRs, I hear the Mexico, I hear Asia, Philippines, Thailand, but I haven't heard Peru much. You know,
There's there's some good women in Peru. I matter of fact, got one. She's a good friend.
yeah,
That I met in Medellin the first time I went. Nice, beautiful dentist.
yeah,
Nice. Look like she's Mexican. She's gorgeous too, man.
really,
But she's just a friend. I never hit on her, so I
yeah.
met her like we was on
She
a
says
tour.
she just a friend. Hmm.
Yeah, she's just a 10. I met her on. We was on
I might
tour.
have to call Cap on you, man.
We was on a tour and was like I was meeting a lot of people and I didn't hit
Yeah.
on her, man. It was just like everybody was just getting along, everybody was chatting, and we exchanged numbers and emails and we just stayed in contact. And
Hmm.
right now, I believe she's like in Brazil and stuff. So we write like maybe once a week and talk and stuff.
Oh,
But
nice.
yeah, I keep telling her I want to go there. You gotta when you're there, let me know. I gotta visit you for sure.
Where in
In
Brazil?
Peru, yeah. Well, Peru.
Peru,
Yeah, I
Peru.
want to
Yeah,
see Peru. When she gets back to Peru,
yeah.
hopefully at some point she wants to come to the States too. She says it's been trying to get a visa to come to the States. And I was like, well, whenever you get it, you got a place to stay. I'll look out for you. But she's a
Okay.
really good person and stuff too.
All right. Cool. Cool. But if you trying to make her more than friends, don't bring her to the Matrix. No,
No, no.
no, no. Yeah.
I don't. I'm just trying to find somebody that I can just have fun with, hang out with. I'm not trying to bring anyone, fall in love. Just someone I can go and chill and have fun with and
I
see
got
what
you.
happens. But I don't know about getting serious and getting married. But I also heard that you had a place up there by in Medellin,
Yeah.
not too far from that restaurant that brother owns. What's that restaurant called?
Oh, yes. So the apartment is in El Poblado, and so um, the owner name is Rob. He has two restaurants.
Mhm.
The one is called the Sweet Georgia Cafe, and
Right,
then the other one is called Sweet Georgia Bar and Grill.
right,
Well, the Sweet Georgia Bar and Grill, that's the one that's in Poblado. The Sweet Georgia Cafe is in Lorelas. But they're both like, maybe like 5 to 10 minutes of each other, if that. So they're very close to each other. Lorelas and Poblado are like, very close. Um,
right.
so I got my apartment November of last year. So I signed a 6 month lease. So when I went back a few weeks ago, I started looking at some other apartments, and I didn't see anything that I liked more than what I had now.
Mhm.
And really, it's not that I'm looking to like go somewhere else. I'm just looking to kind of see what my options are. Now,
Right,
now when I go in May, I am gonna have to make a decision because my lease will be up. My lease will officially be up the 15th of May. So I need to make that decision on whether I'm gonna re up 6 months, another 6 months, or if I'm going to find somewhere else. But I would say that I'm satisfied with where I'm at. I'm
right.
definitely happy with where I'm at. So and it's right in the middle of everything. And
Yeah. Yes, I know that location. I stayed at the LeBlanc Hotel, which is like a 15-minute walk from there.
yeah,
And I was like, yo, this is a pretty decent, pretty area to stay at and stuff.
yeah,
And it's like right down from Parker's Jarrah's and stuff. You can, like
yeah,
where you're staying at, you can walk right to Parker's Jarrah's. And that's a good location. That's a
yeah,
good, really nice location. So yeah, you lucked out on that because I'm hoping at some point I can maybe get like a condo or something
yeah,
in Medellin
yeah,
or outside of Medellin.
yeah.
That's my hope. So
Absolutely, man. I absolutely. I would say that that area is definitely a good area. Especially like if you want to like if you're not going to be there all the time, it's good to turn it into an Airbnb. So
right,
that's what, yeah. So that's what I
yes,
have it. Yeah, so I have it as an Airbnb. So like whenever I'm not there, people rent it. I have a woman who cleans the apartment. After the people leave, and then if someone ends up not getting it for a week, but I always make sure that the apartment is clean, like on a weekly basis, clean, sanitized, and everything like that. So
right,
to make sure
right.
that I take care of my investment.
And yeah, and the good thing too is from there you can walk down. There's like two casinos that's down there that you can walk on the way going to what's that mall? Oh man, I'm blacking out that mall. Santa Fe Mall.
Santa Fe Mall,
Santa
yeah.
Fe Mall is not even far from there too.
No,
So
no,
it
no.
is. So it is a good location. Santa Fe Mall. There's another big mall. I can't remember the name of it. And then there's about like maybe two or three casinos also on that big main street. So that's definitely I
Yeah,
like that location with a lot of really nice hotels too. So
yeah,
good location.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I haven't that's interesting that you mentioned the casinos. I have not been to the casinos yet. So that may be something that I'll do when I come back. I'm not too much of a casino-ish type of guy,
Right.
but it's good to kind of just check out the atmosphere because I've never been in a casino outside of the Matrix.
Right.
Like the casinos that I've been to, living in New York, I've been to Atlantic City a bunch of times.
Mhm.
I've been to Vegas.
Mhm.
I actually haven't been to Mohegan Sun, and then what's the other one in Connecticut? Mohegan Sun and
Yeah, I can't remember. I know you're talking about, but
yeah.
yeah.
But long story short, all the casinos that I've been to have been in the Matrix. So And you said that there's three,
Yeah,
so
there's like three of them. Yeah,
wow. So
yeah, there's three.
I probably walked right past it and didn't even know.
Yeah, there's three
Uh,
really. Oh man, I can't remember because that was like right down from my hotel. Really nice ones and stuff. And I would be peeking in there and looking. Security would come looking while I'm peeking. And they just would wave at me. But I've never really gone in. But I always just peek and look in. Then they'll just tell me to come in. Then I'll like, yeah, I'll just peek in. But
right.
yeah, there's like three of them because I was walking down. I made a video and I started counting all the videos. Like, just be like on your way going to Santa Fe Mall. There's like I think there's two on the right side, and then one on the left side. There's one really big one, but they
Yeah.
all look really nice too. Really nice,
Yeah.
you
No,
know.
that's cool. I haven't because I haven't seen people get like footage of casinos and stuff like that. And one of the things because I just got a new camera. I just got a new camera 4K camera.
Hmm.
So when I went last time, my friend he's a photographer, so he had a GoPro and he had his 4K camera. So like a lot of my Medellin footage, he has on his camera. So I'm waiting for him to edit it. And then
Right.
also he's a photographer, so you know he's busy, he's working. So I kind of got to wait on his time. So you know, no, it's all good. I'm not, you know, I'm not upset. But
Right.
so now I got my own camera. So one of the things that I'm gonna do, like when I go back to Colombia, you know, I'm gonna take some different footage, like you know, maybe take some footage of the casino, because most of the time, most of the time. When you know Medellin, you know, like you know, you see the ladies, you see Barker Edis, and I mean, you
Yeah.
know, that's good, that's good, that's good, you know.
Yeah.
But like I do want to see, I do want to see different things like the casino. Like that would be cool. That would be cool.
No, no, no. I agree with you because I was thinking about that one time, and then I was trying to go in, and I was holding my camera, and that's when security came. They started looking at me like, "Oh
Right,
no,
right,
no!" Like, and then I was like, "Oh, let me get up
right,
out of here. I don't want any problem." Then they all
right.
started coming out and looking to see what I was doing, so I just left and stuff,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
absolutely,
Because they're
absolutely.
real serious about when you start having a camera, they want to know like what's going on, what's up with this guy, what is he doing. So
Yeah.
I try to not get myself into anything.
Well, you usually what I usually usually what I was doing when I was in Medellin last time, I was just saying like, hey, you know, I got this camera because you know, I have a YouTube page. I show them my YouTube page, so they like, okay, YouTube, okay, it's cool. Like, you know, as long as you let them know, like, you
Yeah.
know, yeah, because you don't like because they see you on the camera, like they, you know, they may think like you doing like something creepy or whatever. They like,
Yeah,
who's this guy? Like,
yeah.
so yeah.
I know. I always feel funny because sometimes I'll just have my and everybody starts staring at me. Then I start feeling really weird, and then
Right,
I'll be
right,
like, then
right,
I'll just put it away and stuff.
right. Then the
But
situation is like awkward. I got you.
no, no, no. What you're saying is right. It's good. It's good to ask and stuff.
Hmm.
Because I've a lot of times and I've always felt really uncomfortable and stuff.
Right.
But I remember I saw some pictures of the ladies, man. You was like, what's up with that one in the black, man? She was
Which one? Which one in the black?
she was like, what was she doing? She had all black on. She had really long black hair, and you said that she likes to wear all black. I don't know if she was because I know Razor Ray said, what about the one in the elevator? But no, I can't. This one just had all black on. She had an all black outfit on, and she was bad. She was.
Uh, all black. Man, I was gonna say, could you
I
post?
think you. I think you said. Oh, you said she was an accountant.
Oh, okay, okay, you're talking about Maria. Okay, yes. Yeah, so she is like the gothic one. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So
yeah,
so I actually met her. So I actually met her like the week before I got down to Medellin, and I actually met her on Tinder.
hmm.
Now, now I know that you know, guys who have been to Medellin before multiple times, they don't recommend, you know, meeting a female on Tinder because the females will try to set you up.
Right.
Now what I say is that like I was comfortable with it because like I have like at least like two to three possible drivers. I know I already have one for sure. Like, this is my boy. Like, he'll bring me wherever. So if I say, hey, like, go pick this girl up or whatever, like, and if he tells me like this situation looks sketchy, then it's a wrap. But
Right,
anyway, yeah, so she ended up taking the bus. I forgot, because she lived like she lives like outside of Medellin, but she ended up taking the bus, and coming to see me. So I had met her at this bar. So I met her at this bar. Then we ended up going to Sweet George's Bar and Grill and ended up getting
right,
food. So I knew it wasn't like some setup thing, because I don't just send them like my address just like that, like right away. Like, unless like I know you, then like it's cool. It's certain ways how you want to go about it, because like you always want to make sure that like you're on point with what you're doing, right?
right. Exactly. No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, and shout out to Razor Rays. He's always he's always flaming Medellin. He's
Right. Yeah, I
always
know,
top
man.
of the day. I'm like, here we go. No, but on a serious note, you definitely want to be careful. So um anyway, so yeah, so I met her that Wednesday. I came down, met her at a bar. Then we ended up going to Sweet George's Bar and Grill. Ended up getting some food, having some drinks there. We relaxed, and then we actually went to like Parque Edis, and there's this rock and roll bar. So we went there, and that it was pretty cool. Now, for anybody like who's like heavy into rock and roll, I'm not heavy into rock and roll, but I like some rock and roll. But I can't listen to it all night. Like, I'm Caribbean. I need my island vibes. I need my Afro beats. I need my hip hop. Like,
Right.
yeah, I need that vibe for me, right? But she was cute, so I was enduring it, and I was throwing back the drinks. So I'm like, uh, I'm feeling good. She looking good. It's all good. Right.
Yeah, good, good. Because I was like, yo, man, you got a nice one there, man. Because she was looking
Yeah.
hot, man.
Yeah.
There's just so many hot women
Yes.
in
Yes.
Medellin.
Yeah. She's a nice one, man. She's a nice one, man. Yeah. I got. I mean, all of those females on the thumbnail. On the thumbnail, I know. Like, I've met. So
Good, good,
yeah,
yeah,
the
yeah,
one. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, man. This the beautiful. I mean, like, it's like so different from the Matrix, man. You're talking about women that are dimes, and they're just so friendly. They don't
Yeah.
act like the majority of them don't even act, don't have a big head like the women here. Some women here who are like six or sevens, and they got
Mhm.
big heads and stuff, and you'd be like, what? But
Yeah,
oh
yeah. Talk about it. Yeah, the thing about it is that um like it's their fault, but it's also partially our fault as men,
yes,
because the thing about it is that like we as men, and this is one of the reasons why I always tell men to kind of be RP aware, right? RP aware, because we we tend to, and we were raised like this, especially in the black community. you know we were raised to undervalue ourselves as men and overvalue the woman.
yes, yes,
So so we got to come to that balance, right? Like how you had just said, a woman that's like a 5 or 6, so she's decent looking, like she's all right, but she's thinking like like she's like a 9 or a 10. And then the guy that's like trying to talk to her, um he's taught to treat her like a queen, and and just basically, like, give that over embellish of what's the word I want to say, gratification.
Yes,
And so what that ends up happening is that, that gives her that overconfidence, and then it devalues us as men, our self-confidence.
exactly. No, no, no. You're right. I agree with you one hundred
Mhm.
percent because a lot of times now when I go into stores here in Boston, and I see some chicks who are just average, and they'll see me and they'll be like turning their head, and I'm like, you must be joking, because there's no way I was going to speak to you, and
Right, right, right,
I'll just laugh. I'll just laugh myself, and I'll just walk by and I'll just laugh, and I'm like, this is a
right.
joke, man.
Mhm.
But unfortunately, today it's really bad like that, and like you
Mhm.
said, it's the guys. Some guys who not used to seeing a woman with a nice body, whatever. They'll just holler at anything. Cause some guys they'll just holler at anything in a skirt,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
and,
absolutely.
and then you
Absolutely.
don't realize they're just messing things up. But some guys just don't care. Don't
No,
care.
well, what the thing is they don't care. They weren't they weren't raised with men who were able to help instill the confidence in them, or they are not around men who help instill the confidence in them.
Right? Yeah, that's true. Yes.
But the thing about it is, man, and I'm gonna be, I'm just gonna be very, very transparent here. Like, um, I I have no problem talking or approaching a woman, and I know part of that reason is because I was throwing events since I was 14 years old, so I had to, like, before social media, if I had you had a flyer for an event, you had to actually do face to face promotion. You actually physically had to hand flyers out to people. So I had to force myself to get out of that comfort zone, whether I liked it or not, because I had to sell tickets for these events. I'm 14 years old, so if I'm selling a ticket, let's say if I'm selling a ticket for $10, like 10 tickets for $100. I'm sorry, for 10 tickets for $10, that's $100.
Mhm.
And if I'm able to make half of that, so that's $50, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
you know, at 14 years old back then, $50 was a lot of money. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I gotta get my grind on. So, I'm handing out the flyers. I'm like, hey, selling tickets or whatever. And yeah, there were times that, I was definitely very socially awkward, but I kept doing it, and I kept doing it, and I kept doing it. And so now, like, I'm just so comfortable talking to women, like it's no problem for me. So,
Yes.
but the thing about it is that I'm not saying everybody has to be a promoter. No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that um you want to, as men, you want to put yourself out there to where, you're, even if you're not trying to get with the woman, but like being able to have conversations with a woman, like how I kind of joked at you about the Peruvian doctor, but like how you're able to be comfortable and have that conversation with her, and exchange numbers or whatever. You know what I mean? Like there's some guys that, even if they just want to be her friend, or try to be her friend, they may not even be able to do that because they're socially awkward.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
so I say all that to say, you want to put yourself in a position to where, um I know social media has kind of been the scapegoat for people just talking online, and talking online is cool, but there's nothing better than actually having that face-to-face organic conversation.
No, exactly. It's like what I told a friend
Excuse me.
before back in Ohio who was like extremely shy. He's always talking about, yeah, I would like to talk to this young lady. So we're out in the club, talk to the young lady. He didn't want to talk to the young lady. I said, dude, how you gonna get the first space? I said, dude, if I go out and I walk around this club and I talk to, even if I talk to 100 and all 100 of them turn me down, I still did better than you because you're just standing here and you didn't even try.
Right.
And I still got experience from going up to them. So talking to those 100 ladies and getting turned down, I'm still building my confidence up. I'm still able to go up and not worry. But if you're just standing there like, oh, I don't know what if I should talk, I still did better than you.
Right.
So
Nope.
you
Nope.
gotta try it and
You're
stuff.
right. No,
You know?
absolutely, you're right. And what a lot of people don't know. So for anybody that's in the chat who who has a sales background, if anybody has a sales background, if you could tell me what's a good close rate percentage for anybody that's in sales. For anybody that's in sales, what's a good close rate percentage?
Yeah.
And while I'm waiting for somebody to chime in on in the chat, this is what I wanted to say. So if you have 100 women in the room, and you you talk to all 100, right? You talk to all 100. Now how many of those 100 do you think that you're going to be able to get into bed? You yourself. How many of those 100 do you think you're going to be able to get into bed?
Of those 100, that's a good question.
This
I
is the,
I
no,
don't want
no,
to have a big head. Of
no, no, just go
100,
ahead. Yeah, just tell me.
of,
Just tell me what you
of
think.
100, I would say probably I would probably say 12, 18,
Okay.
somewhere around like that.
Okay. All right. Okay. So basically you're saying, okay, so basically what you're saying is basically you're saying that you close at a 15 to 18% range. Okay. So for salesmen, typically a good closing rate is anywhere between 10 to 15. Now the above average ones is like 20 to 25%, right?
Oh, yeah.
So this is what I'm breaking it down, because right now, for me, out of those 100 women, I would say I would close anywhere between 15 to 18%. Right
But, yeah.
now, I'm not talking about how many numbers that I would get, because if I was to say how many numbers, I would say maybe 40. But you see,
Yeah.
but see, out of those 40, right? Out of those 40, shout out to Flyboy Way, my
Hey,
head.
Fly Boy, Gil, shout out to you.
No doubt, no doubt. He'll look. Yeah, oh man, learn to travel.
Yeah, learn to travel.
He said I would. He said
Yeah,
I
I
would
was
get
sorry.
one out of 100. Come on, that's cap, man.
Hey, what did he
That's
put
cap.
down?
He said I would get one.
Oh, no, who put three? Gil, learn to travel put three. I'm sorry, guys. We're so busy talking. I didn't respond to any of you. I apologize to each and every one of you. Hey, Fly Boy, how you doing, my friend? Um,
And then Gil is further down.
yeah,
Oh
but
wait. Okay.
now,
Can I scroll down? Oh yeah. I can scroll down. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah.
Oh, so let me ask you this. So, if you were talking to a hundred, you talked to 100 women in a white club, in a white club, all white women, how? What do you think your numbers would be?
Probably about the same.
No, well, for me, I think my numbers would be higher. My numbers,
Well,
because you,
the reason. So I wasn't saying like whether it was a black club or a white club, but
yeah,
I,
no, yeah,
I, I was saying um I was saying that Wait, remember, out of the 100, not all you will find attractive. No, learn. Okay, so learn to travel. I'm saying out of all 100, like they're decent looking to attractive. Like you would,
Right.
yeah, you would
You want
try to you're trying to get all of them in bed. But yeah, so what I'm saying is that I would still put it at the same, I would still put it at the same rate, only because, right, like, out of that 100, I believe that I would probably get maybe 40 to 45 ish, but that percentage doesn't really jump that much, right? But
Mhm.
so then out of those 45, you got to think about how many of them are gonna flake on you, right? Because sometimes females will give you their number,
Right.
and um like they just may be in a good mood. And then also you got to think, like, Felicia, don't get upset with me, but women are very finicky. So like if they're no, seriously, like if they could be in a great mood that night, right? And then let's say you call them, or you shoot them a text and you say, hey Amy, 2 days later, this is John, I met you at such and such. And so she's like, hey John, but like, let's say she had a terrible day at work or whatever, you know, she doesn't really want to talk to you, John. She doesn't want to talk to you, John. So what I'm saying is that, like, with these women being so finicky, like, they could change their plans on you for any reason. So
Yeah. That's
this is why I still lower it down to like 15
mhm.
to 18. So it's still a good decent percentage, because you're
Yeah.
talking about, because out of 100 you're talking about almost 20 percentage. I mean, almost 20%.
Right.
So if I break that, how I broke that down, any females that are watching that and watching this, Felicia, um, please share this out to all like the ladies, because this is how hard men have to work. Like, that's what I'm saying. This is how hard we have to work.
Yeah.
We have to talk to 100 women to maybe get 15.
Right.
You
Right.
know.
No, 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 no. You're right and stuff. But what I would say is, like, for me,
Hmm.
especially here, like in Boston and stuff, um, just if I go out in an all white club, and especially if I'm like just having a good time and just I'm in a good mood and giving off good energy, I'll just like I'll be connecting with the white girls like crazy. Which I'm not really. That's not really me.
Yeah.
I prefer the sisters and Latinos, but yeah, I'll just like collect the numbers. I'll just chat with them sometimes, hang out with them. But yeah, but when I'm in a white club and I'm in a good mood and the place is jam packed, I do pretty good with them.
No, I'm saying like, especially nowadays, like brothers, like,
Mm,
so um I looked up man, what's this website? Forget the name of the website, but I gotta show my receipts. And after the stream, I'm gonna look up the receipts, and then I'm gonna
mm,
post the link, like, in the comment section. But so I don't think what a lot of people don't realize is that, like, out of all of the races of men desired,
mm-hmm.
black men are number two.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We're number two behind white men, and barely.
Mm,
So when you say you go to an all white club and you win
yeah,
it,
yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. Because
So yeah, so
they see that chocolate skin, and you in shape, and you got a nice shirt on. I got like a boy in Ohio,
mhm.
bodybuilder, man. We go into a club and white girls be touching the film, and he'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh
They
yeah. Oh
think
yeah.
it's okay. They think it's okay. Don't even ask. They be coming to feeling your chest, open up your
Nope.
shirt, like,
Nope.
chill
No.
out.
No. Nope.
Pinching you on the butt, like, yo, what's up? How would you feel like came up into your butt like that? But they, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm
Oh,
getting a bit off subject here.
no, it's not. It's no, no. It's that's hypergamy, man.
Yes.
You know,
So
that's hypergamy. That's uh, when women say they were fairness, because there's no fairness. There's no fairness. Like how you just said, like your man could walk in the club, female could rub on his chest, smack his butt or whatever. Now, if we walk in the club, let's just say it's me, you learn to travel, fly boy. Shout out to Gil.
yeah.
We walk in the club, right, and we just smacking females, on their backside. Like, we walking out like this, bruh.
Yes, yes.
We walking out like that. Like, come on, man.
Oh yeah, but see, yeah, that's how the females do it, man.
Right.
We used to have that. That used to happen a lot, and stuff. Me and him used to hang out a lot. But have you been to Cartagena? Only
Yes, I
you.
have. Yes, I have. Yes, I
Oh,
have. So, I have been to Cartagena. And one more thing I wanted to mention. Another country that I've been to is Canada. Forgot about.
Canada.
Yeah. So I have 8 under my belt. Uh, yeah. So, Cartagena. I've been to Cartagena, and I actually went to Cartagena. I actually went to Cartagena with Flyboy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I was gonna meant to ask you this because I remember I saw one of Flyboy's video. So you didn't go with him to Dubai, right?
Dubai? No, I did not go. No.
Because I've been at Dubai. I remember that. But okay, good. So you've done some good stuff with him. Good.
Oh yeah. So, yeah. Before I was a content creator, like if you look at like when Flyboy does his lives, what he likes to do is he'll play his videos in the background. Like if you just look in the background, like a lot of the videos, like I'm there, but I'm just there hanging out. I'm not there
Yeah.
as a content creator. Now I'm
Right.
going to be there as a content creator. But yeah, so we went to Cartagena, and I said this epic story on Zoom the Thailand's channel. So shout out to Zoom. Yeah. So I'll say this again. So when I went to Cartagena with Flyboy, we went to man. Fly, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was Dolce Vita, the club, by the clock tower. So we're so like as soon as I walk in, well, right as I'm walking in, I see this fine. I mean, from 1 to 10, she's like a 12, bro. So,
Oh.
so I see it. So I see and this is my last night. This is my last night there, right? So so like there was another girl who I was hanging out with in Cartagena, kind of like my regular one, no, not non-pro. So like I told Fly I was going out with him that night. So like I pretended that I was tired with her so she would leave. So so she left. So she left. So Flyboy and I, we go to Clock Tower, whatever. Again, anyway. So fast forward. So I see the girl. So I see the girl. 1 to 10, 12. I'm like, whew, I need that, right? So I'm
Yeah.
like, this is my last night. This is my last night. I'm taking 2 down. That's it. I'm taking 2 down. This is what I'm going for,
Right.
right? So so we go inside, and so like I'm looking for the girl, like she ends up like disappearing. So I'm like, okay, where is she? I don't see her. So like I'm kind of disappointed, but I'm kind of disappointed, but I end up seeing this other girl. So this other girl, she kind of has like the Rastafarian look, but she is woof. So from 1 to 10, like she's like a nine, 9.5. So I'm like, okay, perfect, perfect. So I'm like, hey, listen, find one of your friends, because I'm trying to, I'm trying to have some fun. I'm leaving, you know. So she's like, okay, I'll be back in like 5 minutes. She comes back. She comes back. She brings the first girl, the one who I originally wanted. I'm like, oh, I'm like, I'm
Oh.
like, I'm like, taxi. I'm saying taxi from inside the club. That's how high I was. Right?
Oh
So I
man.
say, so I'm like, oh yeah, let's go. Taxi, taxi, right? So at this
Oh.
time, so at this time, my Spanish is terrible. My Spanish is terrible.
Hmm.
So Flyboy is translating for me. So I'm like, okay, cool. All right. Get in the cab, get in the cab, go back to the Airbnb with Fly and I staying at. Take care of business. Epic. But yes, that's my yeah, that's my epic Cartagena story.
Oh.
Was in the club less than 5 minutes, saw what I wanted, you know, that was it.
Yeah. And that was
That
it.
was it.
Hey,
That
hey,
was it.
I don't blame you, man. I gotta go, man. I gotta go see Cartagena. I gotta see it. I've always gonna Medellin, but
Yeah.
I got to. Matter of fact, I was planning on trying. I hate. Well, I keep telling my sons because I got my sons are up there. I got like a 20-year-old and a 23-year-old. So
What time
yeah,
for
I definitely want to take the 23-year-old
oh,
man.
right. I was
He's,
gonna say
yo,
it's time for him to it's
he's
time for him to
smooth.
see what's up.
Yeah, he's the young me. He doesn't have any problem with ladies, and so I definitely want to take him for sure. And
Yeah.
so that might do. I might do that with him this summer. But
Okay.
what you were saying about another place that people can't sleep on is Canada because I love Canada. It's Toronto.
Yeah.
Toronto. I've been to Toronto and for like a week, and I just partied like crazy. They had so many clubs. I just went from club to club, and that's like a great place.
Yeah, Toronto.
Really.
Yeah, Toronto. I would say Toronto and Montreal.
Yes.
Toronto and Montreal. Uh, from June to August, it's lit. From June to August. I mean, you could go there in like October and stuff like that. But like if you want to if you're trying to go in the summertime and you're not trying to wear like a jacket or whatever,
Mhm.
you know what I mean. You want to
Mhm.
wear some nice summer clothes. From June to August is when you want to go to Montreal or Toronto. Definitely nice clubs. Very good looking women. And one of the things is the women the women are friendly too. The women are friendly too. The women are
Yes.
friendly too, man. Definitely a nice place to go.
Oh,
Um, Cartagena though, Cartagena. So now, when I went to Cartagena, this was over two. This was almost 2.5 years ago. So, well, when that story had taken place, that is. So, like I listened to Raise a Raise. And shout out to Learn to Travel TV. He just came back from Cartagena.
yes. Yes.
And one of the things that kind of raises a bit of a red flag for me is I'm hearing that a lot of guys from the Matrix are coming over, and then also I have friends who are not content creators. So one of my friends, who he was actually out there, and he just got back I think 2 days ago. Shout out to my boy Steel. So he was saying like that that the females there are talking like like as far as like if anybody's like trying to monger out there,
Mhm.
because there's not. I mean, you can find some regular girls there, but like a lot of dudes is going out there to manga, right? Let's just keep that. Like in Cartagena, you going out there to manga, man.
Yeah.
Um, for the most part, for the most part. Not saying you can't find a regular one, but like a lot of the girls wherever you go in, like unless like you trying to like be like with some of the locals, unless you know some of the locals, but if you there like on like vacation and you're staying like inside that wall,
Right.
you're mongering. So yeah, so they charge like the Matrix prices that
Wow.
yeah, so
Wow. Wow.
yeah, so
Wow.
like yeah, because like they used to because like when I got mine, like I got mine for 100, like both of them for 100 and 150 mil pesos.
Wow.
150, yeah. So both of them are 150 mil pesos each. So at that time it was $80. So $40 US for both. I mean $40 per. $40 per.
Yeah.
$40 per. And these were dimes. Now they're saying shout out to Michael. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, Mike. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, so now they talking about like 150, and then when you say 150 pesos, no, they say dollars, dollars. I'm I'm more a dollars. That's what they say. I'm more a dollars. Yeah,
Well, you definitely need to. Well, everybody keeps saying that Panama is expensive. I love Panama.
yeah,
That's my first love. I'll say Panama first. Well, I still Colombia is over, but I that's the first place I went. But man, those women, Venezuela, Colombia, they're all in Panama, and the Panamanian women are gorgeous, man. I love Panama City. You know,
yeah, man.
that's the spot you have to definitely have to check out.
Absolutely. Learn to travel TV is Panamanian. So
Yes, yeah,
yeah, so
yeah.
so 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 learn to travel. That's like you gotta bring us there, bro. You gotta bring
Yes,
us
for
there.
sure. No,
Yeah,
I told him, man, we gotta hook up there. I, I have a friend that I met, my driver, Uber driver, a really cool guy. He took me around, and I
yeah.
just started taking care of him to support the channel. Please donate. Oh, okay, Miss Felicia. Thanks for looking out for me. Thanks for looking out for me.
Yeah,
But
no, Felicia looks out, man. Felicia definitely looks out, man. So
yes,
yeah, for
yo,
sure.
we definitely gotta get together, especially with Learn to Travel. I just recently he sent me some he sent me some cool pictures of his trip and stuff too, man. He's
Yeah,
doing his thing, man. I'm glad to see brothers going there and having a good time and just enjoying themselves, man. Just enjoying themselves.
yeah.
Um, I'm like really slow with the technology, man, with the PayPal, man. It's on my channel. If you go to my channel, it is on my channel.
Hold
I
on,
gotta get up
hold on.
on
I'll
all this.
find it.
I
Hold
gotta
on.
get with you young guys and learn all this stuff.
no, no
I'm
worries,
like,
man.
hey, my sons had to tell me to get a cell phone. Oh, dad, they got internet on the cell phone. I'm like, man, come on, that stuff. I don't need that. But
You, you,
yeah,
you, you don't need internet. What do you mean you don't need internet?
well on the cell phone. This was a while back, about like 15 years ago. He was like, yeah, dad, cell phones they got internet and all that stuff. I was like, I don't care. I just want a regular. I want a regular phone.
Yeah,
That's
I
before
got
the
you.
cell phones really started taking off big.
Right. Hold on.
But
How
yeah,
do I
you
how do I put this? Hold on.
okay? You trying to
Yeah, I'm trying to comment. Oh wait, I think this is how I do it. I think restream. Oh, messages and audio. Oh, okay. How do I? It doesn't allow me to. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna put the link in the private chat.
okay?
you'll be able to see that, and if you go to the private chat, and then you just copy that, and then you paste that, like how you was just saying, like hello to
Okay.
everybody. Yeah, just paste that.
Okay. Let me see if I can. I
Yep,
appreciate you doing that. Copy that.
yep.
And let me see how this works out.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh well, you should probably take the Kings and Dreams on. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I
People understand.
don't see this account. I
No,
just see it.
don't worry about it, Felicia. We took care of it. But if you want to reshare it, all right. If you just go from the HTTPS and then copy
Okay.
the rest of that, and then repost that for us, Felicia, if you don't mind.
So let me ask you, my friend. Have you been to Cancun?
Yes.
Yes.
Another another Cancun, Playa del Carmen, Isla Mujeres. Yeah, so those are the three places in Mexico that I've been at so far.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So,
shout out to QB Passport Flexing, but I know he wants to bring me to some other places in Mexico. I think Guadalajara is one of the places that I want to go. But yes, Cancun, Mexico. Yeah, we so I went there. I went there with Flyboy. So when we went, so shout out to Mexico because
yes.
Mexico was the only country that was still open when everything else was shut down. Like everybody was going to Mexico. I mean, everybody was going to
Yeah.
Mexico.
You-
So
no, no.
so
I got love for Mexico. I especially Women's Island. Love Women's Island. When I went there,
I don't think I've been there. I don't think I've been there.
it's I went a long time ago. Now I know it's even better. I've seen some other people there in Women's Island. I said, oh man. So even if I don't take my sons to Colombia, maybe hit Mexico. But I'm
Yeah,
hoping to do something with them this summer for sure, so they can get out of the matrix and stuff and
yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah, definitely. But yeah, so where Flyboy and I had stayed, where our Airbnb was, we were literally right next to oh my god, what's the name of that place? It's like a lot of the oh my gosh, what is the name of that place? Um, it's like while I'm trying to remember the place, it is basically like right by like right where like all of like the like basically where everything was popping in Cancun. Like we were like literally like right across the street. I forget the name of this club. Man.
are you, was it Christine's? No, well, that was a long time ago when I went to there. It was one club called Christine's. They had Ferraris, Porsches,
No,
and everything.
no, it's well, we probably were by Christine's, but the place the place that I'm talking about, like they have this place in Dominican Republic too.
Oh,
Um, but I what's the name? What's the name of it? Oh my goodness, this is gonna kill me. I'm sorry. I don't want to mess up the stream. So I'm gonna just keep it going, and hopefully it'll come back to me. But yeah, when we were down there, man, you know, it was live, yeah, because you had everybody from everywhere, because you got to remember like everywhere was shut down, right?
mhm.
So this was this was well, this is the first time I went. So this was in 2020. Like you couldn't go to, like, you know, we're in the matrix. We couldn't even go to Canada. Like you try to go to the border, and they turn your I was about to swear, but they turn your behind around. You know, you go
Right.
to the border, they like, nope, you better. I know you ain't getting in here. Like you could you couldn't get it anywhere. So everybody, like you had people from Europe, you had Canada, you had Matrix, you had everybody flying into Mexico. So it was live, like it was live, man. And Flyboy and I, we were, we had to get fly swatters to other way, man. I'm telling you, it was it was a vibe, man. We had Venezuelan, we had Colombian, we had German, we had the Philippines, we had Matrix, we had um we had Toronto, we had Montreal, we had Ireland, we had Switzerland, we had
Wow.
everything,
Wow.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
had everything, man.
Wow. That sounds like a good time. That sounds like a real good time, man.
Oh, it was a great time. So if anybody goes back and watches Flyboy, I think it's called The Black Man's Guide to Cancun. Definitely check that out.
Okay. I'll check that
Yeah,
one out.
I'm in there. I'm in there.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I'll go check that one out. I'm gonna check that one out for sure. Definitely right after
yeah.
this, I'll check it out.
Yeah, we also went to Playa del Carmen. So Playa del Carmen, I'm not sure if you've ever been, but Playa
No,
del
no, no,
Oh,
no.
okay. Yeah, so Playa del Carmen is just like an hour away. So you fly into Cancun, and you could either take a shuttle bus to Playa del Carmen, which is like an hour or so, or you can take a taxi. And I think the taxi might be like 40, maybe 30, $40. The price might have gone up, but I mean it's reasonable.
Mm.
But with Playa del Carmen, there's a lot of expats that live there too. People that their job is in the states. Their job is in the states, but they actually live in Mexico. So I know one of my boys. He's actually from the DMV, and he just started his YouTube channel. So shout out to Social Light Skin. So he's down there. And then my other boy BG. He's not a content creator, but yeah, he's been down there for a while. And BG's actually from Boston. So
Yeah.
yeah, man. Yeah, so they're both down there, but it's a nice place to go. So what I would say is that, like, now if you're looking to get your sons like outside of like the Matrix ish mentality,
Yes.
then I would probably bring them to like I would probably bring them to like Medellin. That's where I would bring them, because if you bring them to Playa del Carmen, well, QB's probably gonna have some more recommendations for Mexico. But I'm just saying, like, Cancun and Playa del Carmen is very matrixy.
Mhm.
So if you're trying to get them outside of that mentality,
Yeah.
you don't want to bring them to Playa
Yeah. Yeah.
or Cancun or Tulum either. Tulum,
Right. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. You are definitely right. I didn't think about that.
yeah,
You're right. Because I want them to get away from that kind of mentality. I want them to see something
right,
different. And yeah, it would probably be Colombia,
yeah.
hitting Colombia, maybe Medellin. Because
Yeah, yeah, or what I would do is I would contact QB Passport Flexing, because QB Passport Flexing, like he is definitely like the Mexico guru. Like he knows like so many places, like he'll be able to you know tell you about places where there's non-matrix things that's going on. So yeah, yeah, and I think Guadalajara is where I'm gonna go next, because he said it's not really like matrixy. So that's where I want to go.
good, good, good. All right. Well, I am so glad that we finally got this chance to hook up.
Hmm.
We got to do this again. I did want to hear more about like any of those ladies. Are you Look, anything serious or you friends or
So I have two ladies that I'm dealing with down there. Um, so they're for me like I have my number one, I have my 1A and then kind of like my 1B ish, if you will. But my 1A, I've been dealing with her for like over 2 years. So it's yeah. So she's been rocking with me for a while. You know, so she's studying to be a nurse. The other one, she has a young son, so she's studying to be a teacher. I like them both. I like them both. But like I'm gonna be transparent. There's one that I like more than the other, and that's the one without child. So yeah.
yeah, no, hey, because everybody's always like hitting me on my page by saying, asking me like, so what's wrong with women with kids? Hey, I love kids, I love kids, but my kids are big. I ain't got nothing against women that have kids, I really don't. But my kids are big, and I don't want to play dad because I get attached to kids.
Right. Yeah.
I will get attached to them. And then
Right.
something was like that's why I don't like to date women with kids because I get attached with the kids, and
Right.
then when things don't work out, it still bothers me and stuff.
Right.
So
Right.
I try not to date
Right.
women with kids because I will get attached to them.
Right. So let me just kind of expound on this really quickly because I know we're wrapping up here. But what you just said is one example of why most men prefer to date women without children, right? Is because one they can get attached and then if the relationship doesn't work out, they're pretty much they're pretty much SOL. If you should know what the acronym means. So, and basically, so like yeah, you've been you've been kind of playing dad, and whether and ladies, this is gonna be tough for y'all to hear, but y'all can say that y'all don't need a man to play dad, but here's the thing: when you get into a relationship with a man, and you guys are cohabitating, one way or another, this man is still, this man is playing stepfather, unless he's
Yeah,
just going to completely ignore the kids, not converse with the kids, and then give his attention to you, and you're not gonna like that. So he's gonna have to play some sort of father figure, right? So let's just let's just keep it 100 here. So the man gets attached, you guys break up, right? And then he has no attachment to that kid, and then he's probably opened up his resources somehow, some way, right? And he has nothing to show for it. Shout out to Michael again. I'm not gonna play dad for kids.
yes,
Yeah, and that's what it is. But women don't like to hear that because they think like, oh, like you know, and they think like we're supposed to accept that. No, we're not supposed to accept that. And we're not saying that your children are bad at all. We're not saying that at all. But here's the thing: if you have a young Johnny or a young Sally that's 6 7 years old, and you get into a relationship, you get into a relationship, so basically in a man's mind, he's like, all right. So now I gotta take care. I gotta take care of this young boy, young girl for 13 or 14 years until they turn 18 years old. And then even well, no, after they turn 18, no, that's a wrap. But you get what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
yeah,
like, yeah, but if they 6 7 years old when you meet mom, like in our minds, we're already thinking like, okay, like, all right, I gotta take care of this young child for 13 14 years. That's the way, that's how our mind works. And because we think logically, and we're thinking about, okay, like our resources, so how are we gonna how are we gonna expand our resources? And then let's just say like young Sally or young Johnny is misbehaving, like are we gonna be able to discipline this child? Like, and how are we gonna be able to discipline the child?
yeah,
So like these are things that we think about. So,
yeah, yeah,
that's a conversation that I actually want to get more in depth with you about. maybe we can even discuss it on my channel. But I'm
Right.
glad that you brought that up, man. But I
Yeah.
don't, because I could keep going, and this stream can go for like 2 hours.
Yeah, no, well, I'll have to tell you some stories. Well, I only a couple of stories I had with young ladies that I dealt with that had kids and I was attached to, and
Hmm.
stuff that happened to me. I was like, oh, I can't do this anymore. But yeah, we had
Right.
to do that at another time and stuff. But bro, man, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you coming on.
Hmm.
I want all my subscribers to go to your channel and subscribe right away. I know you're gonna blow up, man, because you got a
Thank
cool
you.
personality. You got good energy. I'm
Thank you, man.
always trying to surround myself with good energy, younger than me, older than me, regardless of color. That's important. That's really important. So I also want to thank Miss Felicia for like joining us. Mike, thank you for joining us. Learn to travel, and your boy Fly Boy Wade. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. So, all right, bro. You
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, man. So just make sure that you follow the channel. Also follow me on Instagram. So it's the same KING, the letter Z, the letter N, and then dreams with a Z. That's on Instagram and on YouTube. Make sure that you follow me. One of the things I want to say, man, shout out to you, brother, for having me, man.
No,
Um,
you're welcome. You're welcome.
yeah, man, this was definitely a great conversation. Like and subscribe, and you will definitely be seeing him on my channel. Very soon. So we're gonna put something together behind the scenes. Hey, learn to travel TV, man. Really quick, man. You got to bring me to Panama, man. Yeah, you got to bring me to Panama, man. You got to bring me to Panama. Shout out to Michael again. Shout out to Felicia. Shout out to my brother Flyboy, my man Gil. Who else hopped in here? Gil, Flyboy.
Right. Thanks for the comment, Mike. Thank you. Thank you
Yeah,
for
man,
joining us
definitely,
and stuff.
definitely,
All
man,
right.
definitely, man. And yeah, man. Everybody stay purposely purposeful, man. And I'm out.
All right. Peace out, my friend. Thank you.
All right,
Again.
thank you, brother.
All
Appreciate you, man.
right. All right, everyone. Thank you. I had a good time. Again, thank everybody for joining me. Have a good one. Peace.